Hello students, now we are going to explain our next chapter. Here my name is Professor Vibhavari Javle and I am representing this chapter for Information Technology Department. So now we are going to start with the query creation. For the query creation, there are the two types. The type 1 is the query creation by using the wizard, and type 2 is for query creation by using the design view. And in my previous lecture I have taught you the query creation by using the wizard. Now I am going to teach you the query creation by using design view, that means the second type. Now for that purpose, we just need two steps. First, generate the table. Second, add the fields according to the data and fill up the information. For that, the first slide, for that we require to make the database first. I have made the database named as 12th Commerce B. Then I need to make the two tables. First one marks, second one stud. So the table marks is I have made the first a table that is marks, and here I have shown the roll number, e number, the marks of the subject, account, OCM and eco are there. I have enlisted 7 entries for that. In the second table I have given the name stud, and I made the seven entries in here. Now I just need to make the query. For that I need to go for the queries for the database I have made. Second step is for that to choose the first option to create the query in a design view. When I have clicked that the first option, I have the several window is appear. There are the two windows. The first one showing the name of the query I'm going to make. So by default it is the query 1. Now I have made the second queries. For that name is changed into the query 2. And again in this window you can see the second table on which it shows the tables those are included in my first database. So that means 12 commerce P. I have made the two tables marks and the student, and now I need to make the query based on the two tables having the particular information that I need to retrieve from that query 1. So for that, choose the table we need to add, for example marks, and then press the add button. When I have added the tables from my database, they are shown as this marks and the stud. Those all are included the fields those I have already enrolled for the particular table marks and the stud also. For example, the marks, I have the fields RNO, roll number, ENO. I have given the primary key for the E number in the marks table. Then I have enrolled the subjects account, OCM and eco. In that same manner, I have generated the 4 fields in my table name stored, and I have given the primary key for the RNO. So 2 tables seen as above. Now I need to make the relationship in between the two tables. So that means the first field should be being the common field in between these two tables, and I keep remain the two fields, that RNO. This field name is the common field name in between the marks and the student. So that then to make the one-to-one relationship, I have simply drag the RNO from the marks table over the RNO on the stud table. So that means I drag the common one field in both the tables from table 1 to table 2. Now I need to choose the fields from which I need to fire the new query. Okay, so whenever I go to the field tag, then there is a drop down, and when I have clicked on the drop down list are there, those are included the marks table, and from that marks, so those are the several fields, that is marks.rno, marks.eno, marks.account, marks.ocm, marks.eco. So those are the fields enrolled from the table marks. Again, in that same manner, there are the second table stood, and for that again it is showing the several fields, those comes from the second table in the name of stud.rno, stud.nm, stud.ct, and stud.mobile number. Then from this drop down list I have chosen the field, so that field are required to fire or included to represent the data, so whenever I require to fire the query. So I have select the field we want to display on the query. Now in that same manner, I have chosen here, I have assigned here the two fields, for example RNO and NM from the stud table. Okay, so when I have chosen the field name from the drop down list, I need to make the mark in the field of the in the in I need to mark the I need to mark them visible. That means those field name, field data should be shown, represented, so whenever this query is being fired. Now after I have chosen the RNO and NM field from the stud table, then I need to measure their marks of the each and every student in the particular subject. I need the total, I need the percentage as well. Again, I need to represent their the marks in the individual subject. So that means for that purpose I have chosen the field ENO, account, OCM, ECO from the marks table and make them represented. Then I given the name, that is total and percentage, in the field of alias, and give them the formula in the name of the field. That means I need to make the total of the three subject marks. That means I need to give the formula in the form of double quote account plus OCM plus ECO. Then and only then I can get the total of the total marks of the individual student. And if I need to take the percentage as well, then I just need to subdivide that total by 3, as I have mentioned the total for the only 3 subject. Form generation. Form is an object which allows entering the data and editing or the deleting existing data in the table. It consists of the format, style, and the widgets like radio button, list boxes. Provides easy and systematic way to insert the records in the table form. Is used to collect the data from the user. From we require to need that to fill the form is to do the getting the data from the user sites. For that purpose you can make the form, and here I am going to teach you the form generation. For the form generation, you need to make the database first. So open your database. I have opened here the database named as 12th Commerce B. Then simply I go to the forms, the button, and when I have clicked that form button, I have there are the two windows. The first one is uh, that is the untitled one. That means we need to give the name of the form, and second the window is the form wizard. For that, the first step one is for the field selection. For that, we need to select the one table from which we need to give the new entries from the user side. So I have chosen the table marks. Setup for the subform. If we require to make the subform, that is subform is inserted in the other form, that use subforms to show the data from the tables or the queries with a one-to-many relationship. As if we have to represent the data in, or we have the data into one-to-many relationship, then we can use this subform tag. But now we don't need to study over in detail, so we go to the then from that so they are skipped the 3 and 4 steps, and we jumped on over the 5th step, as it is for the arrange the controls, and that controls to be representation or to column. If those are, then we can label the placement of the in the both the direction, that is left or right. Set the layout of the form by clicking arrange controls. Then set the data entry, so it will remain by default, and we just need to go for the next button. Then 7th step is for apply the styles, in which we can have the several styles that we are going to apply on our form as well. And the last one, the 8th step, is to give the name of our form. If we require to give the name of the form, we can apply. And at the last, we only give the name to the form and go to the finish button. And as we made this layout, we have the form format as roll number, ENO, account, OCM, and ECO. So that is based on the first the table name as a marks. And if we require the new roll number, then uh, then we can add or to get the data new user from this form as well, and saved and linked and stored in our database on that particular table. I hope you understand the second type for the query creation. Along with you learned to how to form the form. So that means we learn from this lecture as to make the query generation and to make the form generation. Thank you.